But shots of Aravind Kejriwal in his, in his car that he now drives and going out to vote. Remember, he is now a voter, registered voter at the BK Dutt Colony, which is very close to, which is in the heart of Lutyens, Delhi. He is now, of course, contesting from the New Delhi constituency, of course. So there you have Aravind Kejriwal. He lives outside Delhi. Interesting that he lives outside Delhi, but is contesting as Delhi's chief minister. With me in the studios, Manisha Priyam, senior academic and political analyst. Also joining me is Purushottam Agarwal. As we play those pictures, it's an interesting thing, Purushottam. He lives in Ghaziabad, which is technically Uttar Pradesh. Contests in Delhi, is the face of the elections of Delhi for the Aam Aadmi Party. It's perhaps time for Aravind Kejriwal to find himself a house in Delhi rather than live all the way in Kaushambi in Ghaziabad.
Yeah, but that also reflects on the beauty of Indian democracy. And secondly, this also reflects on the metropolitan character of Delhi. For all practical purposes, Ghaziabad and Faridabad are the Delhi suburbs. So many people live in those places, come here for work and vice versa. So I think this is...
so we should treat it as a Delhi suburb.
Yeah,
Ghaziabad should be treated as a Delhi suburb, even though the pin code is Uttar Pradesh. But, let's look at it. What are the things, and I want to focus on this for a moment as we play those pictures of Kejriwal driving in to vote. The reinvention of Aravind Kejriwal, Manisha Priyam. He was called Bhagoda. 49-day government. People questioned the manner in which he went on dharnas, questioned the manner he went on resignation. He was called an anarchist. But we found steadily over the last 3 months, he's tried to reinvent himself. Do you think that's one of the more fascinating, enduring aspects of this election, that Aravind Kejriwal has tried in some way? Whether he succeeds or not is another question, but certainly made an attempt to reinvent himself and fought the election at a time when everyone wrote him off after the defeat in the Lok Sabha polls.
Yeah, he's stood the ground. There have been many changes, as you can see. This time, one of the changes not being spoken about, but very relevant in terms of the numbers that he's getting from the Congress party. Last time around, a very direct and frontal attack, so to say, from the mouth of the leader himself against the Congress Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit. This time, if you notice, the Aam Aadmi Party and Aravind Kejriwal has not even been speaking about the Congress party. Therefore, in a manner, very quiet and wanting to take over that vote base away from the Congress party.
And he's not even targeted Narendra Modi. Interestingly, through this election, Aravind Kejriwal has stayed away from targeting Narendra Modi. He's targeted Kiran Bedi every now and then, but not Narendra Modi.
Yes, so that shrill pitch gone, in a sense, apologetic about his mistakes. That's a message that's gone into the electorate. And I think in the last leg of the election, after the announcement of Kiran Bedi, I think for a week or so there was a comparison going on. But that's where he's clearly emerged as somebody who's ahead in the race, and that's worked to Arvind's advantage. So the Aam Aadmi Party pitching to the BJP and saying, where's your chief ministerial candidate? I think that question, that's the trap where I would think if the Aam Aadmi Party were to emerge ahead of the BJP, that's the trap where the BJP went in. I think they should have stood their own ground and said, we will not answer your question. We'll go ahead with our prime ministerial candidate, prime minister fighting the state level election. So Aravind Kejriwal also having forced his main opponent, the Bharatiya Janata Party, in a sense, to answer his questions. And that's where the elections have really swung around his way on the leadership issue.
We'll have to see whether they actually swing enough to win the election. But clearly what has happened is that Kejriwal has shifted the agenda. From the agenda being around his governance of 49 days, he has looked to the future. I am offering you a Delhi agenda for the future, and the BJP has been forced to play the negative campaign. So the BJP has played the negative campaign in a way in this election, targeting Kejriwal, and almost made himself from Bhagoda to Bechara. I mean, he's actually got some sympathy when we've been going out there. Let's listen into Aravind.
Yeah.
अबे इनको खड़ा करवा देना इसके ऊपर, इनको खड़ा करवा देना पीछे को लेके। अरे वो आ रहे हैं, पीछे आओ यार, बाइक कट करो यार। सर आए यार, अरविंद जी फोटो तो यही है, फोटो सर अरविंद जी दिखा दो भाई साहब, अगर वोट डाला जाओ पहले कम है क्या? अरविंद जी जीत लो अपने चुनावी अरविंद जी जरा वोटिंग कार्ड दिखा दो। अरविंद जी अरविंद जी वोट राइट, अरविंद जी वोट राइट।
Okay, there is Aravind Kejriwal. As I said, he's voting there in the BK Dutt Colony. But before we were just talking about the reinvention of Aravind Kejriwal. Do you get a sense that Aravind Kejriwal understood Delhi, what he needed to do to try and recapture some of the momentum he had a year ago? That he needed to first apologize. He needed to tell the Delhi voters, I'm sorry. And he did that early enough. Was that a big difference? Politicians don't generally apologize.
Right.
Was that one thing, the first positive thing that Aravind Kejriwal did was to apologize sometime in the middle of last year?
Rajdeep, actually Aravind Kejriwal has already reinvented himself. So the question is not whether he has succeeded in reinventing himself or not. The question is that whether he will succeed in winning Delhi for Aam Aadmi Party. See, not only this is for the first time that a political leader has apologized to the electorate, I think this is also for the first time that a political party has refused support from a certain quarter.
Right.
No political party refuses support. I mean, the politicians do not refuse support even from dacoits.
So you're saying that the
this
decision to immediately say no to a Shahi Imam
that makes a lot of difference.
Makes a significant difference. It appears that Mr. Kejriwal in this election has certainly that attempt where he clearly said, I made a mistake, I am sorry, was a huge factor, because that in a sense gave him an opportunity, a space perhaps to try and reach out to the Delhi voters once again. Let's just listen in though to the other side. Harshvardhan, we'll try and play back more of what Aravind Kejriwal said in a moment.